Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my 10-minute makeup and hair routine. Basically a super simplified kind of everyday makeup look and a quick hair look for just on the go, or if you're running out of time for school, or if you're just kind of lazy like me and you like to take as little time as possible to get ready without looking like a total slob. But I hope you guys like this. So basically I always want to start off a makeup look with a ton of moisturizer. This is the Glam Glow Glow Starter, and it's kind of a illuminizing moisturizer, which I love because it makes your skin extra glowy, which is a bonus for if you're looking a little tired. And as you move into the makeup look, I feel like it's really important to have a super moisturized base, because dry skin tends to separate foundation and your makeup will become uneven. So having a really moisturized face to begin with is just making the look a lot more natural and fast, so that we don't have to constantly be fixing areas that are kind of uneven because of dryness. So moving on to the foundation, I'm using the MAC Face and Body Foundation, and this is my absolute favorite at the moment. I've gone through about 3 bottles of this stuff, and what I love about it is it has a very natural kind of dewy coverage. I really appreciate the look of kind of a natural face and being able to see like my freckles and stuff still, and it takes just a little bit of blending to even out your skin tone. So I'm using the Beauty Blender to do this, which just gives a really nice airbrushed finish. So this whole makeup look is done in under 10 minutes. Like when I filmed this and edited it, I edited it barely at all. It's kind of like one take, except for minus like 15 seconds honestly. So I swear to you, this is super fast. And obviously this is a running late makeup look, but if you are really running late, there's nothing wrong with wearing just no makeup. I feel like that's really important for us to realize, is that we don't need makeup really. It's just something that makes us kind of feel put together or look a little bit more refreshed. So I just want to keep that in mind as I'm doing this video for you guys, and just to embrace that natural beauty, obviously, as well as the days you do put makeup on. Once I've applied my foundation, I'm just moving on to a little bit of concealer, which also works as a highlight. And I'm mixing this NARS and Too Faced concealer and just kind of blotting that around my under eyes, over my eyelids, and around any blemishes. Next, I'm going to apply some eyeshadow, and I'm just using one shade, and it's called Marzipan, I think, from the Chocolate Bar Too Faced palette. And this is just a really nice kind of rose gold champagne-y color. It's a little shimmery, and this basically just brightens up the lid area a little bit and covers up any discoloration in the lid. And then once I've applied that a little bit over my lid area, I'm just going to line my eyes real quick and just do a cat eye, and this will take me 20 seconds. If you're not into this, you can definitely skip this part, because I understand if it can be a little bit more time consuming if you're not used to doing it. But for me, it's pretty fast and easy, and it just brings the look all together, and so I'm just doing that real quick. And I like using a liquid liner for a cat eye look, just because it's much more pigmented and controllable, making it just an easier process overall. And what I do is I just draw a line from the end of my eye up and then connect it back to my lid, creating that wing. And I'm focusing more on the outer part of my eye. I don't line along my entire lash line, just because it kind of closes in my eye that way. So mainly just putting it on my outer corner until a little bit before halfway to my eye, and then putting a little bit of liner on the inner corner of my eyelid. And then I'm applying some mascara. This is the Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara, and this is just perfect for volumizing your lashes. And I feel like nice defined lashes completely transforms the way you look, as far as how awake you look and such. So this makes the biggest difference, so I don't like to skip this step among other things most, so I make sure I do this part. And next I am just doing my brows. I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate, and I'm making sure to not make this too harsh and too filled out, just because the rest of my makeup is kind of done lightly, so I don't want my brows to overpower the look too much. So I'm just drawing a line in the inner part of my eyebrow and focusing more of the product in around my arch to the end. And once I've done that, just blending the rest out so it's a little bit of more a gradual effect. And I like to use the spoolie brush to blend the inner parts of my eyebrows to make sure that there are no harsh lines or anything around this part, so it looks a little bit more natural that way. And next I'm applying the ColourPop Lippie Sticks in the shade Brink, and it's just a really nice matte color. I just feel like it warms up my face a lot, but it's still a very natural look that I can just apply lip balm on top of throughout the day. Then next I just want to apply some finishing touches that'll take about 10 seconds to do. This is the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer, which is a really nice baked glow bronzer, and I just love the look of this. It really just warms up my face and adds a little bit of contouring as well. And I like to applying this along my jawline, my cheekbones, and even on my cheeks and around the edges of my face. And then to highlight, I'm using the Too Faced Candlelight highlighter in this fan brush to apply it right on top of where I just put the bronzer. And that is it for the makeup look. Be sure to check out the description box where I'll include all the products I use and the shade details if you want to know exact products that I use throughout the video. And next is going to be just a quick hair idea for those days you don't have time to do much with your hair. And I have been doing this hair look way too much lately, but it's really easy to do. All you have to do is just put your hair down, whether it's straight, whether it's curly, or if it's just weird and from the night before hair like I have. And also to prevent greasiness in the mornings and to save time, I like to shower the night before. So I use Pantene Expert Intense Hydration shampoo and conditioner, and this just makes sure my hair stays extra moisturized and clean, so when I wake up it's good to go to do hairstyles like this. I'm just grabbing a section of my hair right around the crown of my head, and I'm not trying to be extra neat. If anything, I'm just being very fast and messy because I am going for that fast and messy look. If I try to perfect it, it just messes up in a bad way, so I'll just try to do messy on purpose. So that'll do. And just using a hair tie to secure it, and another hair tie if you need to. But if you have more time, you can always use like a curling wand and just curl the remainder of your hair, which always looks nice, but I'm just keeping as is. So lastly, I'm going in with some finishing touches using the Pantene Airspray and the Pantene BB Cream. So using the BB Cream, I'm just running this along the ends of my hair, so that way they are soft and smooth. And then to add some texture and flexible hold is the Pantene Airspray, which I'm spraying along the ends of my hair and also along the bun part to prevent any extra flyaways and kind of make it the way I want it to look. And another, I guess, hair idea, but just really all it is putting a baseball cap on. If your hair is being super stubborn and you just don't have time, just putting on a baseball cap will fix it. You want to start off by middle parting your hair so your hair is even on both sides, and kind of tucking it under your hat around your ears. And that way the baseball cap kind of covers your face too, which I honestly like a lot and I use a lot. So that's my tips for you guys out there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And
also be sure to check out this new Pantene video I did, and it's the Selena Gomez Concert Girls. Basically it's a tutorial on how to do this really fun curly hair look. And it also features a little bit of footage from when I was at the Selena Gomez concert in Las Vegas, which was a lot of fun, and I loved how these hair looks turned out. So be sure to check that out here or in the description box below. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye!